Hey everyone, I'm Marc Sievers, and you're watching From My Kitchen to Yours. Today I'm going to share with you a recipe from my cookbook, Entertaining with Love, for Panko Brioche French toast. This recipe actually came about from a memory. My nan used to make me her version of French toast for breakfast, lunch, and even sometimes dinner. It was a delicious cinnamon custard with really thin slices of soggy bread, but it was delicious and I still think of it all the time. My recipe is made with really thick, delicious slices of brioche that are coated in a crunchy panko crust, and I've actually served it for dinner parties, fabulous dinner parties. So I have my ingredients prepped. Let's get started. So one of the first steps in the preparation of my Panko Brioche French toast is getting the delicious strawberries prepared, and it's really simple. I'm going to take a pint of strawberries and take the green stem and hull them, and then just slice them into 1/4 inch slices. If you don't like strawberries, you can use raspberries, blueberries, or even blackberries. The last one. So now we're going to make them a little bit sweeter and create a little bit of a syrup. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of just plain granulated sugar and 2 tablespoons of water. And I'm going to let these sit for a minute to macerate. The sugar is going to help draw out all of the natural kind of strawberry juices, and it's going to add some great flavor with our Panko French toast. So now I'm going to prepare my custard. I need 8 extra large eggs at room temperature, and to that I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 2 cups of half and half. It's a little decadent, but it's worth it. 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, 3/4 teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg. I think freshly grated nutmeg has a better flavor to it than just dried nutmeg. It's much fresher tasting, and I think the process is fun too. That looks about right. And I need 2.5 teaspoons of vanilla. This is not a place where you want to skimp and buy imitation vanilla. You really want pure vanilla extract. It really does make a difference when you're cooking and baking. And then salt. Salt may seem like an interesting addition, but it actually helps kind of bring out all the flavors. And we need 3/4 teaspoon of fine sea salt. And now I'm just gonna whisk this up, break up all the egg yolks. It smells really good. So you're not looking to beat a ton of air into this. You don't want it frothy and bubbly. You just want to beat it enough to make all of the whites and the egg yolks broken up. I think I'm going to switch to a fork. That's better. And that's it. There's your custard. See, that wasn't so hard. So my custard's prepared, and now we're going to move on to the panko. If you don't know what panko is a Japanese breadcrumb. They are crispier and kind of flakier than the American breadcrumb, and I find that it adds a better crunch onto your Panko Brioche French toast. You can use panko crumbs in place of any dry breadcrumbs when you're doing eggplant parmesan or even chicken parmesan. It's really delicious. I'm going to make more pieces of French toast than my pan will fit. So I've preheated my oven to the lowest possible setting. Mine's about 175. And I've lined a sheet pan with parchment paper. And as each batch comes off the frying pan, I'm going to put it onto the sheet pan and keep it nicely warm in the oven. So that's a great tip for preparing French toast for a larger crowd. The other thing with my bread is I'm actually using challah bread today. Chicago, for some reason, is on a brioche shortage, believe it or not. And this is a great example of when you go to the grocery store and you can't find maybe the brioche bread, but you find challah bread. That's a great substitution. You can also use that really thick Texas toast that you see in the stores as well. For the bread, the only thing I've done is I've sliced them about 3/4 of an inch thick, and I've let them sit at room temperature for about 3 or 4 hours. You can even do it overnight. The idea is that you want the bread to really get dried out so that when you put it into the custard, it really absorbs that custard without getting soggy and falling apart. So that's a very important step. Something Nan definitely didn't do. I can't tell you how many times we had to use forks and fish out soggy bread from the custard, but it was still good. So I have 3 tablespoons of room temperature unsalted butter, and I'm going to put that right in my pan. And I'm going to dip this delicious French toast, I'm going to submerge it and then put it directly into my panko. Cover both sides. And then put them right into the pan. So these are just about ready to flip. Let's see. Oh yes. Look at that fabulous, oh, crunch, delicious. So when you flip it, you want to add 2 more tablespoons of butter into the pan. I know this is decadent, and there's really no way around this because you don't want the panko to get dried out. You really want to keep it as moist as possible. All my French toast is cooked. Now I'm going to plate it. You can do this on a gorgeous white platter, or I have this really pretty vintage silver cake stand that I thought would be kind of special. So now I'm going to top my French toast with my delicious fresh strawberries. Well, there you have it, my Panko Brioche French toast. Though this isn't Nan's original recipe, I think she definitely approved my savvy twist. I'm Marc Sievers. Thanks for watching From My Kitchen to Yours, and I'll see you next time. Bye!